Really?
By far.
The worst?
It's in a class by itself. Even I was just going to say, even worse than the Jerk Show. You just beat me to it.
How about that?
What is that?
That's him.
It is?
How about that?
It is.
That's Jerks. Oh, look at this. We got extrapolations now. Woo! Holy cow. Talk about a death knell in May.
And he said if you would like the adults 25 to 54, he's working on that now.
Well, get with it. May, WAXY had a 1.6 overall in men, and we had a 1.8. Maybe people aren't all that worked up about the Marlins, because there's nothing else going on now. The Marlins. You think that's it? Or you think the fact that there's 75 sports stations all talking about the same crap, you think maybe it's diluted just a little bit? Maybe they're diluted, or it's too diluted. Woo! That is scary. That's men 18 plus. 6 to 10 a.m. Oh, my God, said the kid. We went down to a 1.5 in May, but across the street they had a 0.8, said the kid with the big mouth. 0.8. And you know what he had in March? Also another 0.8. In fact, every other month he has an 0.8, which is probably his real number. Then he gets a little bounce in between, but 0.8. Midday, woo! We went from a 3.5 to a 3.6 in men here at midday. So we're over a 4, because, you know, that's 10 to 3. Not that that's good, but it could be worse. Across the street, they went from a 3.6 in April to a 0.3 in May. In midday. WAXY. Yeah. The ticket. Stick it to the ticket. 0.3. 0.3. In the middle of the daytime when people are actually awake. A number so scandalous, so outrageous. And 3 to 7, we will drop from a 2.9 to a 2.1, and across the street they went from a 2.0 to a 1.9. The highly touted and much overrated Danny LeBastard Stugatz show. Like I said, put those numbers together, you ain't got much. Well, at least we went up a little, just a tad, not a lot. We moved a little bit, and of course that's probably because we started taking these great calls. When did I start taking these stupid calls?
What, today?
No, I'm serious.
I don't know. Like a month?
Well, then it wouldn't show up yet. Oh, wait till you see that.
Can't wait.
I guarantee we get up to at least a 1. A 0.3 in midday and a 0.8 in the morning. I got news for you, boys, over there. Howard Davis, or whatever your name is. Isn't a good number to start you, especially in the daytime. Night's bad enough, like us with our 0.3, but oh, my God. These are, like you said, I hate to say you're right, but you're right. These are people who are programming to themselves.
Sure. If there were at least like 1,000 people like them in this town, maybe we'd have a number.
Now, we got a number, all right.
Oh, yeah, well, if you want to call it that.
Is he working on them 2554s?
Huh?
What he said.
Adults? Because all you got to do is double the number, and you got the men number. Within like 1/10 of a point. We don't have any women.
Unfortunately.
He was looking a little stressed when I asked him, so.
Well, what do you mean by that?
He looked a little like I walked in there, and he's on the phone, and I walked in there, and I was like, do you have the, monthlies, whatever? And he's like,
well, he's never happy to see Chris.
You know.
Well, why is that? Why is that?
Nobody is.
Nobody's happy to see Chris?
Not that I know.
And is there a special reason for that, or just,
who knows?
Good for Chris. Good job by Chris.
Could be his looks, could be his personality. You pick.
Good for Chris. Good job by Chris. He doesn't know Chris.
Oh. I see. Wow. That's a real revelation, man. That's a fly opener, that stuff that you just faxed me. That is just shocking. It's like... oh, my God. Just like that, yeah.
So now you want the adults when he has them ready also?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell him to break.
You'll tell him what?
That
he doesn't have it?
No, he's still working on them. That's what I said.
What is he doing in there, sitting there with his finger up his own ass? What is he doing in there?
Rectum.
Yeah, you got it. He probably doesn't want to deal with these numbers because he's the program director. He takes the ultimate responsibility for the dearth of listener that we have now. Him and his partner, Jolly Joe Fat-Ass Bell. And I've been screaming about it for 2 years. And the reason I keep screaming about it, people say, oh, you're bellyaching. I'm screaming because I want it to be on the record. I want it to be known by every man, woman, child, and animal that these people are a two-man wrecking crew. With the help, of course, of Joyce
You're a screamer.
Well, I scream because I'm a screamer. I'm playing because I'm...
Flaming.
That's right. 4 minutes till noon. It's almost time for those certificates to start selling. Week after week, more and more people taking advantage of Neil's half-price deals on WQAM.com. I'd go there right now and be poised to get it. You're going to get shut out. This week is no exception. Starting at noon, you can buy $100 certificates for $50 to the phenomenal 15th Street Fisheries in Fort Lauderdale, where dining is both a visual and culinary feast. The panoramic views of the Intracoastal are unsurpassed, and their food is out of this world. Try appetizers like ahi tuna tartare or tempura shrimp and calamari. Feast on fabulous seafood entrees like Maine lobster, grilled mahi-mahi, Asian spiced pan-seared snapper, grilled salmon, pan-sneered wahoo fillet, and too many more to mention. Pan-sneered. Plus, they feature a great filet mignon or 14-ounce New York strip for meat lovers. How was your steak, by the way, Fat Chris?
It was awesome.
15th Street Fisheries, where 15th Street meets the Intracoastal in Fort Lauderdale. For reservations, call 954-763-2777. And thanks to me, you can buy $100 certificates at half price, just $50 in about 3 minutes when the store opens on WQAM.com.
Down. Change till there's enough blood profiting on innocent lives. Too many have died. Impeach Dick Cheney. Take them out now. Let him take his full black daughter and Leslie wife and bandit in Dubai and say Dubai, bye, 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 bye. Get his kicks exposing spies. Thanks to him, our government is privatized. The weakling Democrats have failed. This dirty bastard piece of crap belongs in jail.
You fairy.
Impeach Dick Cheney. Take the bastard down. Time is running out. Get him now before he hides somewhere in Dubai. Impeach Dick Cheney. Take him out now.
Absolutely.
There isn't any doubt once he's out, this evil slime will go hide in Dubai and say bye 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 bye. Dubai bye 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 bye.
Bye bye.
Bye 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 bye.
12:02 at 560. That sounded a little bit like Geldy there at the end, didn't it? Oh yeah. Boy, we sure miss him, don't we? Like like a tumor.
Actually, I do.
Compared to what, jerks?
Oh, okay.
Well,
I missed that show, the Mo and Geldy show.
Oh, well, you're not going to hear that no Mo.
No Mo?
And we got no more certificates. They're still processing, so it's not official yet, but we got, in a minute or less, we sold them out, 50 of them. So we might, and of course the 15th Street Fisheries is a great place and very popular. And we've had them on before, and they always go like hotcakes. Where did that expression ever come from? They go like hotcakes? What are hotcakes when you come down?
Pancakes.
They are?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Bye.
I thought pancakes were flapjacks.
That too.
Well, you notice how animated he became? We started talking about pancakes.
Hey.
I bet you he could put away a big stack.
Jack.
Maybe even Ed stack.
Who?
A flapjacks?
Yeah. Flapjack. Now wait till you hear the extrapolation. I'm sure you looked at this before you faxed it to me. Did you?
No, I did not.
Oh. Then hang on tight to your seat. 7 to midnight. Of course, they got the Marlins now across the street. The Marlins, so they had a big April. They went from a 0.3 in March to a 2.6 in April, and in May, a 4.6. Oh! Woo! The Marlins. That's why. Not that that's such a big deal, but, you know. QAM, on the other hand, went from a 1 point in February to a 0.6 in March to a 0.8 in April, and now the coup de grace in May, a 0.4 at night. 7 to midnight. Men 18 plus. Did I ever get those 2554 numbers or not? I dreamed that I...
No, you haven't got him yet because he wasn't in his office when I went over there.
What you be talking about, boy? What you talking about?
The monthlies, that's what you're asking about?
Yeah, 2554 persons. You said you were going to get them for me.
Yeah, well, I went over there to get him in the break, and he wasn't there the whole break.
Well, he's out to lunch already?
I have no idea.
That little spineless wimp, he's out to lunch?
So I asked Allison when he got back to tell him that, yes, we would like those numbers.
Well, why can't Allison do it?
Because he's the one that has all the paperwork on his desk, spread all over.
Is his office open now?
Correct.
Because, you see, if you go in there and get the 25 to 54, and sneak them back in here for a moment, I can extrapolate it myself. Anybody could.
I'd have to try to find what I'm looking for.
Yeah, you don't know. Maybe George can do it.
No.
Spineless. Coward.
I'm beefy.
WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes.
I love the Grateful Dead.
WQAM, talk to George
my
about
friend.
it. We don't care about the Grateful Dead. They suck. WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes.
Hi. Well, how bad do your ratings drop during the summer with George on?
Not
Shouldn't we
bad.
just take
Not bad. George has done very well in the summer every year.
No, he hasn't.
And then, let me say it again. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Another a-hole who asks a question but doesn't want to hear the answer. He wants to answer it himself.
It's only the 10th time he's made that call, too.
Really?
Sure.
100th? I guess he likes you, huh? So what's the story? Are we official on here yet or what, Chris?
Well, not official yet.
Yeah, we are. No, we got 2 came back. Oh. So we're not sold out. If you're trying to get one of the 15th Street Fishery certificates, 2 came back.
One's already gone.
Brian. And one's already gone, so there's only solamente uno left.
C.
And once we sell that one, it'll be official. That was Boca trying to use his Jefferson's card again. WQAM, hello.
George sucks, okay?
QAM, hello.
George needs the rain.
QAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes.
Hey, how are you? Hey, George, can you tell George to cut out the commercials on the MP3s of your shows?
What are you talking about?
The MP3s that you provide on the website. As soon as you say we'll be back on QAM, could you be like, the next second, can it be like a comedy?
No.
Okay.
No. Got it?
Got it.
No. How do you like that? We don't charge for you to listen to the archives and all that stuff. We give them to you free. We put it on there for you. And, could you please get rid of the commercials? Could you please do it this way? No. And I'm the one that's bitching and moaning all the time? I don't think so. I think it's South Florida. That's the sound of South Florida, folks. Now, did anybody go in there and get those 2554s?
I'll go back over there again real quick.
Yeah, go sneak in there. We're sold out. And I think it's official now. Take a puke at it before you go. Is it sold out?
Checking now. I'm refreshing.
Yeah, it is. Sorry, certificates are sold out. That was pretty good. We did it in a minute. Oh, well, and then, of course, add on that extra time, like in a soccer game, you know.
That don't count.
That injury time.
7 official minutes.
Wow. Pretty damn good. Somebody must be listening out there. Not too many, though. But now that we got these great callers back, you'll see. And after I get this nice long rest here until the, 15th of July, and I come back full of vinegar and whatever goes along with it. I might even empty out my colostomy bag in the meantime, you know?
Yeah?
But I don't wanna. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, Neil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what is George does for you that you're defending so much? You know, he's really good for nothing with no talent anyway.
What?
I said,
he said George is a good for nothing with no talent anyway through his fake voice.
Exactly, that's what I said, yes.
And?
Is that what he does?
Yeah, he's a no talent with, right.
I translate people's fake voices.
Go back to the banana boat, okay, schmuck? Go back and hop on your banana boat. And hope the inner tube leaks. WQAM, hello.
It's easy. You've been belled.
Yeah, that's for sure. We've been hanked and belled. And smelled. One thing about Joe Bell, man, he smells. He rhymes with smell, hell, not too swell. Krell. What is Krell? Isn't it like a fish?
Say what?
That's Kroll.
Oh, Kroll. Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking of. He's fishy. Okay, what do you got now? You got the stuff?
Sent you some stuff.
You did? It's not coming yet. Uh-oh.
Hang on.
I'm waiting.
Maybe if I do this.
Coming at you.
Yeah, you know something? That did it. As soon as you played that, all of a sudden my fax machine started, like, percolating. Woo! Now am I going to have to figure this out?
Well, he's got stuff written on there. I think that's what you wanted. He wasn't there, so.
6 a.m. to midnight. Now, is there more than one sheet? Have you got the day parts or not? Oh, yeah. Wow. Person's 2554. April, we had a 1.7 on Q. I mean, these ones, and then a 1.6 in May. That's not too bad. Across the street, they had a 1.8 in April, and in May, they had a 0.9 for the week. Persons 2550. If you double it, that means in men they had a 1.8. And we had like a 3.2. Weak. Really, really weak. You follow what I mean by doubling the number? Do you understand what that is?
Yeah, I do. I understand.
I don't see anything written on here for April and May. So these other sheets that you send me are useless.
Okay, well, that's what we're sitting on.
It's just got January, February, and March. Why don't we have April and May? Clarence, you idiot.
Well, he wasn't there.
Fairy.
I have to go run those back into his office because he wasn't there when I grabbed them.
Well, here, I'll fax these back to you. Woo! Yeah, there's nothing on here yet. So he's still working on it. He got as far as the overall, the weekly number, but the day parts he don't have yet, which, of course, is what we want for selfish reasons only. Because we're thinking about bonus money, right?
Right. Bonus money. Stop thinking about that.
That's what we're thinking about, man.
Never again.
Heavy duty. We're thinking bonus money. That's right.
Biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sports leader.
Yeah.
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
Why not?
Oh, because Chris is out of the room giving the numbers back to Clarence. Duff is going to go run the board now.
Okay.
One of those buttons. Hit something that's potted up, just press it. If it's potted up, press it. Press another one. Press another one.
Keep.
My name.
Okay, Coke 15. I'm eating a weenie.
Oh, well, what's new about that?
I nuked it, though. I nuked it. I want Chris to get the nauseous now.
Hot meat.
All right, that's good.
You feel better? I don't want you to think I'm sitting here chomping on a raw weenie.
Well, that's good.
It's nicely cooked. 45 seconds, I nuked it.
All right, I feel better. I'm done eating now. Had some sea bass, Chilean sea bass.
And not only we sell those certificates out in 7 minutes or less, but they're all hawking about Limbaugh's $80 trillion contract. Who cares? 805 votes on the poll. Chris.
Uh-huh.
You don't think that's a pretty heavy duty on the 3rd of
awesome.
July?
You know why, right?
Why?
Because everybody that's at work doesn't want to be there, so they're just screwing off and all over the net.
What?
Everybody that's at work doesn't want to be doing work, so they're just screwing off looking at the net.
They're on our website?
Of course.
They're full of crap. That was a good winner. Now, the media's obsessed with Rush and with Howard and with this one and that one. He made $80 billion. Who cares? WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how's it going, man?
Okay, sir.
You know, George would have sold them certificates way under 7 minutes.
I know. 7 seconds.
7 seconds, yeah.
Easy.
Take it easy,
Okay.
God.
Hey, well, you got one. One of your big fans, man. He wants to come and do you. He wants to come into you.
The line is
5670560 pound 560 on the other. They're obsessed with you. I don't know what the whole deal is there, but they're just obsessed.
I'm good.
George is gay. George is this. George sucks. George. Yeah.
I mean, you might not think so, but I'm very attractive to some people.
Well, evidently the wrong people.
There's no question. The wrong is to.
WQAM. Hello.
Leave George alone. He's my friend.
He's your friend. If I would have known then, back on the 17th of May, when we were at Gulfstream, if I would have known then what I know now, I would have probably packed me some heat, you know?
Yeah.
The one thing about the guy with the eyes, at least he's pretty sparse on the phone. He's busy with his David Cassidy blow-up dolls.
Right.
He has several. Different hair lengths. So he's not a factor on the phone, but this one here.
Mm-hmm.
You're my friend. You're my friend.
And, of course, Jolly Joe Bell, he thinks it's a real panic, you know? I wonder if he thinks these numbers are so funny. What do you think?
Maybe.
Next time you see him, ask him, you find any humor in those numbers, Joe? 2.5 years this man has taken this place, this once great, dominating AM station, the only English language AM that was left in the market. Dominated.
But just remember.
And butchered it, slaughtered it, eviscerated it, yes?
If we can just be the best sports station in town.
But we're not.
Oh. Well, then we got to get sports here.
And in this trend we are.
Then we got to get sports here.
Because across the street, man, they're vanishing. I'm sure it's because Joel Feinberg is gone. He was like the heart and soul of that place. The heart and whole was Joel Feinberg. Now he's gone. And now Howard Davis or some guy like that is not him, is running it into the ground. WQAM, hello.
You eat that hot dog junk slowly, baby bitch.
WQAM, hello.
Can I have an Neil Rogers, though?
WQAM, hello.
You know, Neil, I've been a faithful listener.
Yeah, but what did I ever do to you, sir? I don't want your damn insurance or whatever you're peddling. I don't want your... I'm going to report you to the FCC. How do you like that?
You wouldn't have a show for...
I'm going to report you to the FCC, schmuck. Putz. Go get one of them tie-on jobs, man. At least then you'll have one. 567-0560, pound 560. Maybe you can go to the nearest bar in Taiwan. What do you think? Or maybe you can just go to Taiwan.
Taiwan what on?
Penis.
Can't say that.
You know, you can say penis, you can't say ass.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Well, in that case.
Like Joe Zagacki, you can't call him penis face. I can, and I will.
Joe Zagacki sucks, okay?
Okay. Pound 560 on the Verizon Singular Wireless line. There's more numbers coming. Are these new numbers? There's something.
Something, not numbers.
It's stuck. Oh, no. Paper jam on it. Oh, no. Paper jam. Now, is that Smucker's paper jam?
Ooh, let's try that.
It's still stuck.
Tastes like pulp.
Oh, here it comes. It's puking out. Oh, it's from Ray. It's this is what I want to hear, more commentary about the signal. Ray says it's true about the signals. The sun goes down, the signal goes away, it gets worse in the fall and winter. I listen to you up in Wellington. As I hear you read the numbers, one realizes radio is fighting over less than half of what the market used to be. Absolutely correct, Ed, Ray. And then he's got some recommended reading. I don't read anymore, Ray. I'm an old man. I sit and read the screen on the slots, on the machine. What's the rest of this crap? Oh, this is good news, man. Italian authorities have started fingerprinting tens of thousands of gypsies living in nomad camps across the country. Adults and children alike, brushing aside accusations of racism by human rights advocates and international organizations. And speaking of organizations, the Leafs signed this finger kid for $14 million. My God, nobody ever even heard of this kid. They gave the fans the finger. And Curtis Joseph. I think Johnny Bauer, I know he's still alive. Sign him up, baby. Couldn't be a day over 90. I'm starting to do some hockey talk. Now, is Clarence out to lunch now, or what's the deal?
I have no idea. I haven't seen him since I got the numbers that first time.
He's probably, like, overwhelmed by, with the work that you're laying on him now. Interior Minister Roberto Maroni told Parliament this week the move was needed to fight crime and identify illegal immigrants for expulsion, but also to improve the lives of those legally living in the makeshift, often unsanitary gypsy camps. We intend to make a census to see who lives in gypsy camps, who has a right to stay and live in humane conditions. Those who don't have a right to stay will be repatriated, he said. They're going to make them an offer they can't refuse. Get rid of them damn gypsies, man, and all those 80 million little kids they have. They reproduce worse than Muslims, the gypsies, and that's saying a lot. You ought to see the Muslims in my building here. And the women with that, what do they call that, the hijab? Hajib? Okay. What do they call that thing?
The burqa?
No, it's burqa. Don't jerk at the burqa, but it's part of it. But that's only the headdress, I think, the burqa, isn't it?
I don't know.
But we got a whole bunch of women in this building wearing that, and they're schlepping around a whole bunch of little kids. And they got one in the oven, Ooh. They must spend a lot of time screwing their brains out, I'll tell you that, because they reproduce like mice, like rabbits of mice and men. 8:14, I think we're going to get our 900. And that'll be something to remember. That'll be an accomplishment I'll write in my memoirs. On the 3rd of July, we sold our certificates in less than a minute. I mean, that for real, Didn't we?
Yep.
I mean, we had those 2 come back. But that's not our fault.
Nope.
WQAM, hello.
I need a job.
You need help, man. You need serious help. What you need is a big bullet right between the eyes is what you need. That would be the greatest thing that could happen to this show, okay, if somebody would come along and just blow your crap away. And your uncle, and your girlfriend, and, of course, your boyfriend. Hi, Ron! That one. Morone. Am I pronouncing that wrong?
I don't know.
Well, how else? I can't find it.
Tune in to the Moron Hour at 9 o'clock. You'll hear more.
That's bad. Can you imagine him doing that to us? Ripping us? Knocking the show that follows you, no less? Like we're knocking 2 to 4, that jerk show? WQAM, like I am, not George. Come on, hello.
Neil, tell me how my ass...
WQAM, hello.
Hello?
Yes, what was that?
I don't know what that was. That was crazy. Neil.
What do you got? Yeah.
It used to be tough for me to listen to George, but for some reason, since he got neutered, he's more centered and listenable. What do you think?
Good. That's why we sent him out for the operation.
Good job, man. Someone was thinking.
Thanks. WQAM, hello.
Uncle Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hey, if it helps, I know where Rod lives.
Yeah.
We can take him out for you if you like.
Good, go ahead. With my blessing.
Hey, we miss you, and I hope you have a good summer.
Okay, thanks. He knows where Ron lives. Hi, Ron!
Mm-hmm.
The lowest of the low. The scum on the bacteria, on the barnacles on the bottom of a ship is more intelligent and more useful than that. That thing.
Name.
Stop with the bulldozer, you man. I've been tired of hearing it everywhere I go.
Top 32 at 560 WQAM. It was a disaster in May, baby, for sports talk radio in the South Florida market. A disaster. Are the Dolphins playing?
No.
Were they playing in May?
No.
Panthers?
No.
No. Hurricanes?
No.
Football? No.
No.
What am I leaving out? The Heat?
No.
The Marlins. That's all you got going on. And nobody cares. I love when people get on here and tell the audience that they should care about things they don't care about. Don't you love that when somebody tells you what you should care about? It's like the media.
What would I do if they didn't?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now what they're all whipped up about is this damn Brangelina crap, man. If I have to hear one more time about the 18 babies she's having, who cares?
I don't.
Who cares? Jesus God. Oh, she's in the hospital, and the rumors are she already had 15 babies, and then the other rumors are she hasn't, whatever. Who cares? People who are obsessed with celebrities are just like these callers. You know what they're trying to tell us?
I have no life.
That's it. They have no life of their own, so they have to have a vicarious one through somebody else's. Oh, Angelina's going to have twins. Yeah, good. Maybe they can adopt 15 more kids, like Mr. Ego. Here's the poll. I just had another wiener. That's why I'm a little choked up.
Okay.
Of the presidents who served during your lifetime, which was your favorite? Obviously, we got some bogus ones on here, because Woodrow Wilson, it would be 86 years ago. You'd have to be like at least 86 to vote for that. You'd have to be like 90. You think we have 5 people out there who are 90?
Yes.
Clinton 384, JFK 168, Reagan 112, Carter only 51 for Jimmy. Little Bush 20. W. Nixon 18, Ike 18, FDR 14, Truman 9, Bush Sr. 8, Woodrow Wilson 5, Ford 4, LBJ 4, Coolidge 3, Harding 2, and Hoover 1. Hoover. I guess they enjoyed the Depression, huh?
Who didn't?
We're enjoying the Depression. We want a lot more calls about the QAM signal here this last hour and a half, hour and 26 minutes. Not that I'm counting. Maybe we could play the show open for jerks. Oh, he's not on today. We got Curtis at the Miccosukee Freedom Festival today from 2 to 4. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, when you say who cares about Limbaugh,
contract. You do, because you
No, I don't. Let me say it again. I don't. No, I don't. Don't care. Not interested.
Peanuts.
Let me say it again. Not interested. How much you making, sir? How much you making? You ain't even making pistachios. Forget about peanuts. Giving me a song to dance about I'm making peanuts. You should live so long. I make more in a year than you'll make in 10 lifetimes, okay, loser? There's another. And I don't understand. Rush is on right now. I don't get it.
Right.
Do you understand if he's so enamored with Rush and all the money he's making and all the pills he's popping?
If you want
all
to
the
be
doctors
an
he's shopping.
establishment shill, rhymes with pills.
Pill popping and doctor shopping. And numbers dropping. But other than that. WQAM, hello.
I'm ready for you.
QAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Okay.
When's the last time you lit off a firework? Just out of curiosity, serious question.
What are you talking about?
Like a bottle rocket or a firecracker or something like that.
When's the last time you lit one up?
I'm not trying to be funny.
So what kind of a question is that?
I don't know. Like, I wonder, like, do you like fireworks? Just
No,
trying to get
I like watching them. It's something other people fire off and then you watch them.
Okay, I'm not trying to be
I'm not too, yeah, you are. You're trying to be a jerk.
I'm not. I really am not.
Well, you're accomplishing it without even trying. Congratulations, sir. Bottle rocket, pocket rocket. Yeah, I think you got your pocket rocket stuck in your rectum. That's what I think. I could be wrong, but sounded like it to me. Sounded like he had it buried. Deep. WQAM, hello.
Prozac!
QAM, hello.
Hey, got through. Hey, Neil,
wow, you got through.
Happy 4th to George.
Wow.
Yeah, ring a bell. I'm taking it easy. I'm about to leave work early. Just want to wish all your listeners, even the cranks, a happy 4th. And I'm going to put on a heck of a fireworks show. So big, I hope Tiny can look down from the clouds and just smile.
Yeah, Tiny this, okay? Leave Tiny alone.
Tiny Bubbles.
That's his material. He's the Tiny guy. Oh, poor Tiny. Tiny this and Tiny that. Tiny's still dead, okay? Dead dog. Dead. I got Tiny.
Yeah.
Teeny Tiny. 5670560. Now, what happened with Clarence and the numbers? Is he out to lunch for a few hours?
I think he might be finally back now.
Well, then why don't you waddle over there, Fatso? You got 3 minutes.
All right, what do we need?
We need the day parts, persons 2554.
Okay.
Please.
All right.
Which he didn't even have April on there, so how the hell is he going to do May? He just fallen down on the job. That's the problem. He's not keeping track of this crap. And, of course, when you got numbers like these, who the hell would want to work with that anyway, right? Who'd want to even be involved with it? My God. You notice how many of the numbers now are beginning with a or a 1, like that? Yep. Sports Talk Radio, dead. Dead. DOA, baby. It's dead.
No, we're just not sportsy enough. That's the problem.
No, we're too sportsy is what we are. And nobody even cares about the Marlins. I don't care how many games they won or whether they're going to win the division or what they're going to do. Nobody cares. Oh, but they were just playing the Washington Nationals, yeah, and during the middle of the summer when the kids are out of school and everything. Isn't that what parents generally do if they have any interest in, like, baseball or something? They take kids to the ball game. Isn't that what they do?
Those who do, yeah. That's
right. Those who are interested in that. But they're not interested, so they don't. They don't, and they won't. But the Marlins. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, Glenn and Mim out here. Just calling to hear my stuff.
WQAM, hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, wrong number.
Okay. Don't do it again, schmuck. 5670560, pound 560 on the Verizon Singular wireless line. Wrong number, my fat ass. Oh, I said ass again. Sorry, Clarence. Now, did Fat Stuff come back with those numbers yet or what?
He is working on them right now.
He's working on it? Yeah, it sounds like it. I mean, how does he sit there and with a straight face? Or even with a gay face? I don't get it. He's the brains behind this nightmare, behind this insanity that we're going through. And by the way, where are the calls about the signal?
I'm sure one of those. I'm sure one of those is.
I don't think so.
I don't think you're right.
WQAM, hello.
Can I talk to Neil?
Speaking.
Mr. Neil, why is it when you're on that all the weirdos call up? We're waiting the whole week for you to get on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
We all enjoy the show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, what's the weirdos doing?
Call them and ask them. They'll tell you. They like me. WQAM, hello. QAM, hello.
Hey,
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
Hey, I got 2 of those certificates. I'd gladly trade them to anybody who wants to kill that Ron guy. I call him Enron because that's probably where he is.
Inbred?
Inbred, Enron. And the signal does suck. It's especially worse in Palm Beach County. You need to give Castro
when we were driving up from Florida to up to here, my God, we got into like about just north of West Palm Beach, and you couldn't hear it at all.
If you stop talking and don't say anything, my Cuban worker goes crazy. He loves it. He loves it.
Okay, I'll leave something
He waits
there
for the
him.
silence.
Okay, well, make sure he writes it down in his diary.
Okay. He definitely will. It's in Spanish.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay. You know, most of these people, they really don't. You know, I might as well just sit and listen. Right. Save my voice, you know, because they don't want to hear what I have to say. They just want to. They just want to.
A little room in my Palm Beach mansion, surrounded by security, because I fear people. People who might have a problem with me parroting right-wing talking points for $258 million a year, my friends. Money well spent. And that's why Clear Channel protects my fat, drug-addled ass from anyone daring to make fun of me. They know what side their thing is buttered on. We'll be right back after I huff this can of Freon. Again, my friends.
Okay, 14 to 1. So I guess I got to play the 1 to 2 hour again at 1 o'clock?
Well, you don't have to. We can take it as a given, you know.
No.
Since you already given it to us.
No. Democrat Barack Obama's got a dominant lead over John McCain among Hispanic voters, despite his struggle to move the key block during his presidential primary campaign. A Gallup poll come out yesterday put Obama up 59 to 29% over his rival among registered Hispanic voters across the USA. 59 to 29. What a gap.
About 30, man.
The Hispanic community will likely play a pivotal role in general election swing states like Colorado, New Mexico, and Florida. How do you like that? 30-point lead among Hispanics. 567, while we're doing a survey here on the signal, on the QM signal. Can you hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear us? So how are we doing with those numbers, Fatso?
Still working on them.
Yeah. WQAM, hello.
I like company.
WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes.
How are you?
Okay.
Listen, when you go up against Rush Howard, don't you beat him every single time, every book?
What?
When you go up against Rush, hour by hour, don't you beat
most of the time, we beat the snot out of him, yeah.
So another thing, it's very unfair to compare. I don't know, because all these retards, they keep calling up talking about Rush, and if you were half the same amount of people that he has listening to you, you would be 10 times bigger than he is.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to be bigger than he is.
Another thing is it's very unfair to compare George, because when they compare him with you, obviously, you're much of a bigger talent. But
they're not comparing him with anybody. They're just taking a cheap shot. That's all. It's like a hobby. That's their hobby.
Yeah. Neil, another thing, one of my favorite polls that you did once before, and if you could do it again, is the funniest name or the weirdest name you've ever heard. That I always have fun when you do that poll. So
okay.
It's been a while since I've done it. Thank you, Neil. You're great.
Okay, see you, Shufro. 5670560, pound 560. Although I think I don't know, there's funnier names than that, like Cocoa Crisp. Cocoa Crisp, my ass.
I'll go get the oven.
God. 843 on your poll, by the way, Chris. I think you're going to make the 900 a day and just shock America.
We will.
And if we get to 900 by 2 o'clock, then all of us get a huge raise. What?
You're so funny.
Gonna get a big, fat raise from Big Fat Jolly Joe Bell and his dumb fat ass. What he's accomplished here in 2.5 years, even Hitler couldn't accomplish during the whole war. He's destroyed, he's butchered it, slaughtered it, killed it. Killed the goose that laid the golden thing. That's you, Jolly Joe, you idiot. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah, in fact, you notice how he and Russia got kind of like that same affectation?
Yep.
That phony, robust laugh. WQAM, hello.
Enough of the fucking Neil.
QAM, hello.
I like visitors.
We don't care. QAM, hello. Go visit the ward. QAM.
Hey, dude.
WQAM, hello. Okay, pretty much cleans it out. 56705. What do you see? Like you said, if you're not asking about something specific, then they'll all, just some throwaway thing.
They need
you get 10,000 calls about it. But if you're asking something specific, like the signal, do you understand the question? Can we spell it out for you, okay? Can you hear us? 5670560, pound 560 on the Verizon Singular wireless line. Maybe it's just a myth. WQAM, hello.
I'm the rainmaker.
QAM, hello.
I've already reported you to the FCC, sir. So you.
Yeah. Well, guess what? Guess what? I don't want your stinking insurance. How do you like that, Putz? Yeah. You'll be sucking wind, is what you'll be sucking watermelons. Oh, speaking of that, watermelon. A cold slice of watermelon has long been a 4th of July holiday staple, but according to recent studies, the juicy fruit may be better suited for Valentine's Day because scientists say watermelon has ingredients that deliver Viagra-like effects to the body's blood vessels and may even increase libido. The more we study watermelons, the more we realize just how amazing a fruit it is in providing natural enhancers to the human body, said Dr. Bimu Patil, director of Texas A&M's Fruit and Veggie Improvement Center in College Station. How do you like that?
Yep, heard that story.
You did?
Yeah. It was on the news.
Is that why you're sucking so much watermelon these days?
I don't need that.
8:44 on the poll. We're inching our way up there, man. We're inching our way toward 2 o'clock. Well, I'm going to have a party in my kneecaps at 2 o'clock. You have any idea how many days off I'm going to have between now and the 15th?
Like 10, 11?
Like
about
12.
30.
12. Yeah, about 30. And then they can all call and pick on poor little George.
What album?
QAM, hello.
Hot 105 is number one because they give away gas.
Yeah, it sounds like you got some of it, man. I can almost smell it. WQAM, hello.
Hi, Neil. It's been a long time since I had an opportunity to call you.
Yeah, okay, great. Well, keep it up. WQAM, hello.
Good afternoon, Neil.
Good afternoon, sir.
I wanted to ask you a question. It's a bit far-fetched, but I'm prefacing. If McCain offered Hillary the vice presidential nomination...
Yeah, right, If chickens peed, will your head be wet? God. Oh, look at this. We got some new numbers. What are you laughing about?
That was a funny line. I don't think I've actually heard that one.
What?
If chicken peas, would your head be wet?
1-6. This is 2554 persons. Well, we already had this one. This is a dupe.
Sorry, he just handed that to me. I faxed it. I didn't look at any of them.
A dupe from the dope. Let's see. Men 2554, persons 2554. This we got a double to get to the men number. QAM at 1.2, very weak. So in other words, about a 2.4 in men. And WAXY a 0.4, giving them about a 0.8 in men in the morning. Boy, I'll tell you, that syndicate for a big mouth. Oh, well, look at that. We actually had a little bit of a number, not huge. We had a 3.6, 10-3, which means we certainly did over 4.
Certainly.
And across the street, they had a 0.3 in midday. A 0. Most of their numbers start with a 0 in May. God. May was a death knell for you guys across the street. Too bad. We may suck here at QM, but you guys suck much harder. 3-7, they had a 1.5, we had a 1.1. A 1.1. Boy, I think we should let the dumper... And look at it at night! Oh, my God! This requires a drum roll. Okay? In stereo. The Marlins on the 2554 persons across the street had a 2-2. And we had 0.0. A 0.0.
No, really.
Really.
I've never.
Persons 2554, 7 to midnight. And point.
Rectum.
No.
Rectum.
Yeah. Woo! Well, when you double that to get the men number, what do you got? Point. That's just shocking. Can I rest my case now if we're like in a court of law? About the destruction, the decimation of this radio station, and some of you people want to know why I'm complaining, why I'm whining and screaming and yelling like a rotten child?
Just out of curiosity.
Yes?
Have you ever been on a station that had a 0.0 in any day part? Because this is a first for me.
No. That's why I played the drum roll. I mean, I can understand one of those marginal, like 250 watt, that doesn't get like 10 feet from the transmitter. But based on what we're hearing tonight, we don't get more than 10 feet from the transmitter either. So I wonder how DA likes being on a station that nobody can hear at night. Following that hour.
Biggest name.
Myself maybe now instead of eating good and getting fat. My identity was stolen and now my life is just crap. CRAP, that spells me. My credit is crap.com, baby.
1 o'clock at QMC. There's good news tonight. You're not catching on.
No, please. You
were supposed to interrupt me when I read those. Well, I glossed by those numbers like they were the whole number.
Okay.
When I got to our time slot. Persons 2554 in May. We had a 3.6 in April, a 2.5. You got to double those numbers to get the male number.
Okay.
So we had a 7.2, 10 to 3, and an April of 5.
Okay.
So in other words, we might have had an 8 share in May in men.
Ooh, well, I'm going to hold my breath.
Don't you see? There's a little bit of hope. There's a liver. Because I'm looking at the other. Now, I will say this. At midnight, if you double point, you still get point. If you multiply times 100 point, that's what you get.
Never, ever, ever. Now, I haven't been in radio as long as you. Only since 1982.
Now, we have seen day parts. I think across the street there was 1 or 2 times when they had point. Like at
on
night or
other
like that.
radio stations.
Right. But on QAM, nice move there, Jolly Joe, blowing out Eddie K so we could get a point in our target demo. Seriously, the fact that this man shows up there in his brown pants every day and still has a job, it's scandalous, isn't it?
Whatever.
Who ever heard of such numbers? Like point in their life? And, of course, that Dolphin Tonight thing, man, that kicks it off. That's it. It's like, shut off the radio now, please, do yourself. Plus the fact we got no signal. But other than that. WQAM, hello.
Hi, is this WQAM?
What did I just say when I answered the phone? I said, WQAM, hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo. I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
Turn off the radio.
Yeah, turn up the radio real loud.
That's it.
Turn it up.
Oh, we're on.
Yeah, it's your turn. Come on. Let's see your ass.
Here it comes.
Come on.
Here it comes.
You can do it.
Here comes my voice.
That's me, man.
That's me.
That's me. Okay, put your pants back on now, okay, before your boyfriend grabs it. 8:54 in a poll. We need 46 votes in 58 minutes. We should be able to do that even on a holiday weekend. It is a holiday weekend, isn't it, wouldn't you say?
Yes, it is. Nobody gets
Happy
here tomorrow.
Canada Day, belatedly, by the way. That was 2 days ago, but never too late. We had some nifty fireworks here that night, too. I didn't didn't do any bottle rockets or like that, or pocket rockets.
Didn't set anything off.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, I was wondering what the numbers were on the Cuban baseball games you guys play at night at 560.
90 share.
Okay, yeah, man, because it's coming in loud and clear.
Well, something has to. I'll tell you, because the English had a point. You got it?
Got you, man. All right.
Point. In other words, what's the point? WQAM signal line, hello.
Always comes back to the man, love.
WQAM, hello.
Yeah, hi, I'd like to speak with Neil and George.
We're speaking, yes.
Yeah, hi, is this Neil?
Yes, it is. Let me say it again. Yes, it is.
Oh, thanks, Neil. I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller. Just wanted to call and say appreciate your humor. Wish you were still here in South Florida, but I know
sure
that you
don't.
don't.
I sure don't.
I know that you don't. And I did also want to put in a plug for George. I really enjoy listening to him when you're not able to do the show.
Thank God.
And I was wondering if there's any chance of getting more Suds Coleman on the air.
As much as I can.
Okay.
As many free meals as we can get for him.
Well, as long as those are liquid, I think it'll make the listening more interesting.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Happy 4th of July.
Appreciate it.
All right. Is this really Neil? Is this you? No.
You should have shown him ID.
It's what's his name? Paul Winchell. Or maybe it's Walter Winchell. 567, we're trying to find out about the signal, but we can't get any cooperation from the audience because they got their own agenda, you know. And maybe the signal's fine. Maybe somebody just made that up. Maybe I just imagined it when I was down there.
I'll never know.
When I was hearing... like that. In fact, it wasn't quite that good. WQAM, hello.
God, how much did you have to pay him to make that call? Jesus Christ.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Footy, why don't you and Joe Bell go and take George next door, you know, and really kill the station, you know? You might as well. That's what he's doing. The fuck!
567, they love you, man. They're obsessed.
I know.
They're insane about you. 567-0560, pound 560 on the Verizon Singular Wireless line. We're asking about the QAM signal. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it better than it used to be? Is it much worse? Can you hear us? Can you hear it? WQAM, hello.
Hey, the signal sucks.
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two, what you do right now if there was a zombie breakout. Do you have a plan? Do you have a plan that you can put in action?
I do.
What is it? Describe it.
Baseball bats, canned food.
That's it?
That's just a start.
Yeah, but okay, we'll keep going, man. Proliferate. What are you going to do?
Call him tomorrow and call him expand on it tomorrow, okay?
I'll go all the way down the
Take your zombies and stick it.
Wreck them.
A zombie breakout.
I've been ready for a zombie breakout for 20 years.
If he's been listening to the show, he knows there's already been a zombie breakout today. 862 on the poll, Chris. You are smoking it big time.
All right.
Oh, and guess what? One of the local malls yesterday sometime this week, maybe yesterday, who knows? They had an old Cuban guy rolling original, real, honest-to-God Cuban cigars.
Yeah.
For like $20 a pop.
Every once in a while you'll go to a party, a fancy party or a club or something, and they'll have that going on.
Guess how many I bought?
Oh!
Right.
Yeah. Oh!
Guess how many I smoked?
Oh!
None. Right. None. You think with this situation I got here with my throat, I'm going to be smoking on faggots or stuff? Stogies? I wonder if Stan Major's dead yet. WQAM, hello. I sure hope he saved that $2,000. It ought to be worth more than enough to bury him now. Wouldn't you think?
I imagine.
WQAM, hello. QAM, hola. Hello.
Neil.
Yep.
Maricón.
Nah, back at you. Takes one to know one, schmuck. Bugarron. 567. Now, that's not even the original guy, is it?
No.
No, not even close.
That's the unoriginal guy.
The bad, weak imitation maricon guy. Lame. Call up Radio Mambi and see what they say to that, sir. Maricon my ass.
How do you do that?
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes.
What the hell was the point of McCain going to Colombia? Like I don't know, like politically, what was that for?
He's looking for the good stuff.
No, aren't we all? But as far as like what was the point of who's he trying to motivate or please?
The Colombians.
Damn. Oh, fuck.
I knew if we took enough calls, we'd get a really good one.
You're right.
That could have been the best call of all time right there.
Yes, it was.
Too bad it couldn't get on
here.
Got
to break a lot of eggs.
Wow. Well, let's see what this important fax is now. Did you send it? Yes, you did. It says, Neil, you were asking about the QM signal. Isn't the QM tower right behind the Miami Herald building on Biscayne Bay? If so, here's why the signal may have been degraded over the past few years. In just the past couple of years, just within a few blocks of the tower, the following towers have been built. Just to the southeast on Biscayne Boulevard, Marina Blue, 60-story building at 800 Biscayne. 900 Biscayne, 64 stories. 10 Museum Park at 1,000 Biscayne, 50 stories. Marquee, 67 stories at 1,100 Biscayne. Just to the northeast on Bayshore Drive. Then Opera Tower at 17th, and it goes on and on. All the above buildings didn't exist in 2005. Some still under construction. And if you go a few blocks further, there are even more skyscrapers just built or under construction. These buildings are all much taller than the WQM tower. We need the tower to be standing on its tippy toes, baby. That's what we need. Get that baby on its tippy toes. Plus, it says there are more projects planned, including a massive multi-story shopping center directly on the Herald parking lot, which should help to block the QM signal even more. All right. All right. Then we don't have to say anything. we can just go out and sell a lot of spots and, play them. We don't have to say anything because nobody can hear it anyway. Right?
Right.
It's a good selling point for the QM sales department. Nobody will hear the spot, but at least, we're playing it. Right?
Right.
I like it. WQAM, hello.
You don't have to say anything. Hi, Neil.
WQAM, hello.
Yes, Uncle Neil.
Yes.
Just wanted to let you know we're headed out west, 441 and Forest Hill Boulevard, and normally in months past when I'd have the station on, we'd have you'd be in the background with a Julio station riding over you, and it was very, very annoying. But I got to let you right now, you are smoking, buddy. You are smoking.
Wow.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Your signals never sounded so good, so keep it up.
Thank you so much.
You've got it. Take care.
There you go. Maybe that's why we're doing so good today. Maybe somebody can actually hear the station. maybe the planets are aligned right. Maybe the moon is in Uranus. Or maybe Mercury is in Uranus, which I'd call a doctor right away. 867 on Chris's poll. 867. I thought maybe it was going to change to some gigantic number.
No.
What's wrong with 900? I think we're going to do more 900.
Yeah, we'll plug it up to 915.
And then we all get a big, huge raise. Let's see.
Biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Oh, that last note there just isn't there, is it?
I don't think so.
I was going to let it go, and it just like that. 119 at QAM. Curtis will be at the Miccosukee Freedom Festival for Jerks today at 2 o'clock, and then Mad Dog. And then tonight, well, we got a point. Oh. I'm going to be thinking about that a lot these next 12 days, you know?
Thinking about what?
Point. About the fact we got a day part that's got no audience. No measurable audience. None. Zero. Zippity-doo-dah. Wow. We could play Grandma Moses farting for those 5 hours, if Joyce would let us, which she won't. But we could, and get more than certainly more than a point. Couldn't we?
Mm-hmm. Right.
5670560, pound 560 on the Verizon Singular wireless line. WQAM, hello. QAM.
Hello, is this
Hello. Yes, speaking.
Yeah, Mr. Neal, that last bit you just played, if you keep playing it, I mean, your number's going to get real high. This is from the Yard Man.
Yeah, okay. Well, either the numbers will get higher or you will, one or the other. 5670560. Come on, let's get this thing rolling, man. We got 40 minutes to kill. Not that I'm counting, you understand. You think I'm counting?
Yes.
Yes, I am. And pound 560 on the Verizon Singular wireless line. WQAM, hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, Neil?
Yes, it is.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
All righty. Neil, I'm the gentleman that gave the magazines to George before the appearance. I was wondering if you got the magazines, the article about the McElmurrays and Stanley Dancer and
stuff. Yeah, thank you very much. I loved it. Yeah, it was great.
I kept that magazine for a long time because I hear you talking about them. I thought you might enjoy that.
Well, I did. I read in their entirety.
Oh, thank you very much. That makes my day.
Thank you. Okay.
All right. I got a place for you if you go to Vancouver.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Vancouver Island?
No.
There's even a racetrack there, Neil.
I'll be damned. What? We're talking about, what is that, Fraser Downs?
No, that's the track at the mainland. I used to race there, actually, when it was Cloverdale, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Sandown
They got a wild track announcer there at Fraser Downs.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Well, I just wanted to say hello. There's some normal people out here listening, and I just wanted you to know that.
Okay, well, listen, say hi to Francis O'Hare for me.
Okay, buddy. Have a good one, Neil.
Thanks, Pally. Thanks for the magazines. Yeah, that guy sent some pretty interesting stuff. I mean, if I didn't care about harness racing, it would have been boring, but I do, and it was good stuff.
Good.
I enjoyed it. 872 vote on the poll. We got 900 licked, man. We got it licked.
Yep.
Chris is licking it.
I'd say about 9:15.
I don't care what you say, okay? Whatever it's going to be, it'll be. Quit being such a big shot, okay?
I'll try.
Everybody wants to be a big shot with this show. Just like some people want to be a big shot with my money. You know how that works?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't take any talent, being a big shot with somebody else's money.
No.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
I'm
Yes.
trying to think, but nothing happens, buddy. What
That's
am I gonna
obvious,
do?
yeah. Uh-huh. WQAM, hello.
Yeah, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Mike up here in Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
I get your signal okay.
Yeah, in Stewart. Well, that's great. Too bad we don't have a whole bunch of people with diaries in Stewart.
Yeah, as far as George goes, I think he does an excellent job.
Sure, he's fantastic. He's fabulous.
I enjoyed him. Hey, you know what's really funny about these sports stations? Brett Favre makes a little peep, a little itch about maybe playing again. That's all they can talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You think Jesus Christ is coming back?
I think he is.
Have a great day, Neil.
See ya. He's playing for the Packers, Jesus. Touchdown, Jesus, baby. Forget about those damn Catholics at Notre Dame. We're going to have the real touchdown, Jesus, in Green Bay. What do you think they call them? The Packers, anyway.
I heard rumors.
I know. Ask some of our in-house jocks. They'll tell you some stories. Like you say, they got the good stuff off the air. Never on the air. It's always off the air. Maybe that's why at night we got a point.
We're starting wearing a wire. People don't believe it.
What?
People don't believe it when I tell them.
They don't
I'm going to start recording the off-air conversations.
876. We need 24 votes for 900, and after that it's all gravy. Pour it on the gravy train, man. It's all downhill. WQAM, hello.
Yes, George.
No, it's such a bad phony voice. Not even like a tenth of a second worth. WQAM, hello.
Sounds like up, dog.
WQAM, hello.
Neil.
Yes.
Good morning. Good afternoon, I should say.
Good evening, yes.
Long time no see you. Listen, when you came last time to Florida, did you play anything on the Hard Rock Casino in 441?
Mm-hmm, yes.
No more, huh?
What does that mean?
What does it mean? It means Governor Charlotte.
No, we don't. Governor Charles is dead.
Well, no, I didn't say Charles. I said Charlotte, instead of Charlie. Governor Charlotte was override by the
Supreme Court. I know. I had it on hours ago. I know that.
Well, but I don't listen in the morning because I don't like religious stations. You know, I listen to WLRN. Anyway, if WQBA wants no, that's not WQBA. Well, whatever, 560 in the dial.
Well, let me ask you something. Have you had like some kind of a breakdown or something? What happened to you?
Because I've been listening to you, Neil.
No, I think you've had some kind of a mental breakdown.
Yes, it's true. You're right.
I believe it, yeah.
They should lease the station to the religious crowd. Mm-hmm. They are looking desperately. You know, WOCN now is ESPN in Espanol. Mm-hmm. WCKT, we used to have all those religious stations, threw them all out, so they are desperately looking for a place to lease. Mm-hmm. And I think since they have canceled all of your good jokes and all good things that you used to do.
Good calls, yeah.
Maybe they should make it.
Okay, hasta que me olvides. Go away, please. Oh, there's Miss Potter on
William
MSNBC.
He described how this happened, and it sounds like it's right out of a spy novel.
It's Miss Mark Potter on MSNBC. You know her? She used to be on Channel 10 100 years ago.
No, I don't remember her.
Oh. I wonder if she was part of the Freedom Flotilla, because she sure floated.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
We got 'em. We won't attack us no more. We got 'em. Praise push like Jesus.
Absolutely.
Who say 9/11 is what they got you to believe? Can't get any dumber than a one-party country. You believe what they say, like the fool as they use the state for their corporate tool of the election. We got 'em. Bush is got and King. We got 'em. Get down on your knees. We got 'em.
As in point. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't stop thinking about that. 132 at 560 WQAM. We got Curtis for the Jerk Show at 2 o'clock. 881 on your poll. You still need 19 to go, mister. You better start pushing it.
Let's go, people.
Got 28 minutes for 19 votes to get to 900, at which point we all get a big, fat raise. WQAM, hello. I think you should be very excited over the fact that I finally came to my senses there with those numbers on the monthlies.
Yeah.
And you see there's a little bit of light, a little teeny tiny ray of hope there at the end of the tunnel.
I'm still thinking about that 0.0. Double lot.
Yeah. Ought to be a little better than that, wouldn't you think?
Wow. First time for everything, I reckon.
You notice how well Jolly Joe's moves have all worked? Kenny and Bo show in the morning, long gone. Disaster. Blow the humper out, afternoon numbers, a disaster. Blow Eddie K out, nighttime numbers, not just a disaster, but non-existent. You can't complain about our number tonight because we don't have one. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I'm really hungry. I'm going to American Express. Thanks.
Great. WQAM, hello.
I need that.
You need help. We all need help from you. The world needs help from you. The universe needs protection from you and your ilk. WQAM, hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Who's this?
Who are you calling? Yeah, who are you calling, Mr. Mushmouth?
WQAM.
Yeah, well, this is us.
Yeah?
And what do you got, schmuck? That's what he's got, nothing. He'd be got plenty of nothing. 884, you're crawling there, man. You're on your hands and knees. Well, at this time of the day, on the 3rd of July, don't you think people are, like, getting out of work and, you know, taking off for a long weekend, wouldn't you think?
Yep, this place closes early.
Really?
Yep, very close.
That place?
Yeah, that means nobody came back from lunch.
I see. Well, they're probably going to have the brain trust will get together and try to figure out what to do about these disastrously declining numbers. WQAM, hello.
I need a therapist.
QAM, hello.
Walked in as a customer, left as a friend.
WQAM, hello.
Neil, how are you today?
Okay, sir.
I can't believe we must live in the dumbest country ever. They gave Rush Limbaugh $400 million.
So who cares?
Explain that to me.
What do you mean explain it to you? Why do I have to explain it to you?
That doesn't irritate you?
No. I don't care. I don't care what other people are making.
But how could he have that kind of market? How do you listen to that dummy?
You just got through saying it. There's millions and millions of morons out there.
But who would pay him that guy? I don't. How could they make money?
Because he's making them money. Don't you understand? He's making them a fortune. That's why they're paying him the money. Not because they like him. Not because he pops pills or shops for doctors. Because he's making them a crap load of money.
Who could believe that swill that comes out of his mouth? It's mind-boggling to me.
I don't know, because I don't listen to him, okay? If I were you, I'd take up a hobby. I'd take up mahjong. We wish the weekend was already starting, says the professor. Well, it's one of those things. Mine starts in 25 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Rub it in. Go ahead.
What?
Nothing.
I'm not rubbing it in. I'm just telling you.
You bastard.
You got a nice long vacation.
You bastard.
Hey, you just had a vacation. In fact, remember that week when you were on vacation and the last couple of days I was like suicidal? Remember that guy that called on Tuesday and kept saying that over and over again?
Kept saying what?
Whatever I just said. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, I just wanted to run something by you for confirmation. This girl I'm dating, I was hanging out with her dad yesterday eating dinner, and he says that he knows you. Do you used to eat at a place called Flora's Pizza Place?
Sure.
You remember that guy?
What guy? The owner? I never met the owner, I don't think.
Joe. He said he knows you. He said he fixed computers for fixed George's computer one time.
Well, let me ask you this. What difference does it make if he knows me or not? Well, what does that mean?
What?
What part of that question didn't you understand? Yeah, Woo! Like I said, they're getting an early start. I told you that. 567-0560, pound 560 on the Verizon and Singular Wireless line. WQAM, hello.
Do it live!
QAM, hello. WQAM, hello.
Hi, is this Neil Rogers?
Yes.
I'm a first-time caller.
Mm-hmm. And?
What is wrong with these callers? You got a great show, but these callers are terrible.
Yeah, well, what do you got?
Well, I would like to know, what's this guy that always calls, who is this Taco guy he's always talking about?
Who?
Who's this Taco guy? He's always calling, who is Taco? That's something you eat.
Yeah.
What is the guy's problem?
Mm-hmm. I got a brown bag here that Borat left on the doorstep. Maybe you can have it for lunch. That's something you eat, in your case. 5670560, pound 560 on the Verizon Singular Wireless Line. WQAM, hello.
I need the first-time call.
WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil, you know who the smartest person in the building is? Peter Leonard from moving over from QAM to Power.
Yeah, well, guess what? He came back to QAM. How do you like that? So how smart does that make him?
Did he really?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. It's amazing. But
no, if you would have said the most annoying person in the building, then I would may say possibly, yeah.
Hey, I wish you would have came over to INV, pal. We could have had time together.
Yeah, okay. Have a great life.
Take care.
Mm-hmm. That wasn't Fat Boy, was it?
No.
Didn't sound like him.
It didn't sound fat enough.
Maybe one of his boyfriends over there.
He has so many.
Yeah, wouldn't that be something on with a 50,000-watt channel signal like that? I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. 50,000 watts, right in the middle of the dial. They own all the billboards, promotion, stuff like that. But you know what? We'll do the best we can.
The biggest names.
The best talent.
This is Neil Rogers.
Sports Radio 5.
No fun in heaven unless you're stoned.
1:45 and 16 seconds. Not that I'm counting, you understand. I don't want you to think I'm trying to be a slacker like you're always accusing me of.
You are.
We need 6 more votes to get to 900, Chris. And you're not... Huh?
5 more.
5 my ass.
No, thank you.
And I thought we were going to go way over 900. See, that's because you kind of like took it for granted.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And here we are. We got 15 minutes to go, and you're 5 votes short of 900. And all that big money we were going to get, the big bonus for getting to 900, it may go right down the trough. Damn it.
I already spent it.
All right, I was thinking during that bit, when I played, I was thinking of all the people who've come and gone these last 10 years since we've been on the station, 10 and a half years. Who would you most like to have back? I know we've done that poll.
Sure.
Because you were saying Mo and Gildy.
Right. And force them to be together, even though they hate each other.
Yeah.
Force them to do the show together.
WQAM, hello.
I'll take the side, Neil. Sure.
WQAM, hello.
We're friends.
WQAM, hello.
Neil?
Yes?
Oh, you there? Okay. Sure, question about the trends, and I heard you reading some of the breakdowns. I've been out of the car, so I didn't catch them all.
Yeah, nervous breakdown, yeah.
I remember in previous times you said that the ticket wasn't your competition because you weren't a sports radio guy.
That is correct.
And it seems you're beating them in the numbers that it's all about comparing against the ticket. Why don't we compare against IOD and footy and see where we really stand?
Oh, but back to footy again, huh? You're back to the footy stuff?
That's more on your level as far as your competition. What's sort of doing what you're doing?
Let me say it again. Footy sucks.
You're wrong.
This is the guy that calls. Are you like footy's agent or boyfriend?
Must be a sales guy.
Yeah, Pathetic. Compare the numbers. Well, you know something? The last book that we have numbers for, we beat the crap out of them, okay? And in the fall book, when we were number 1 in men, we beat the snot out of him. How do you like that? And I don't care what his numbers are, he still sucks. Isn't it amazing that this reminds me of the guy, what was his name? Dick, the one that kept calling. He called a couple of weeks ago, and his wife kept calling to try to get him on the air.
Livingston, Robinson, something like that.
Whatever the hell his name was. Same kind
it'll
of thing.
come to me. Don Sherwood.
That's it. Roberta Sherwood. WQAM, hello.
Hi there.
Yes, sir.
We have more of a consensus, and that's that
WQAM, hello.
Yeah, I'm listening, and I just don't know where it's going today.
Yeah. I know where you're going. Right in the toilet. WQAM, hello.
Neil?
Yes.
Why don't you show a little bit of respect for your employer?
Because he's an idiot.
They pay you an outrageous amount of money to sit there and be caustic and bitch and complain and moan.
Right.
Yeah, you know.
Let me say it again. He's an idiot.
That may be so. But
are you his agent also? Are you to him like the other guy was to Footy? Are you his agent?
Whose agent?
Joe Bell.
I don't work for that idiot.
Oh. Well, consider yourself very lucky. WQAM, hello.
Hello, Neil?
Yes, sir.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
I don't know how much involved you are with the news down here in South Florida. Do you ever get a chance to see the satellite or something to get to watch the news?
News about what?
About the teachers and their strike and all the...
No, I don't care.
All right.
I'll leave that to Footy.
All right. All right. Doing a good job. Keep up the good work.
Okay,
Bye.
thanks. I'll leave it to Footy, man. He's kicking our ass. That's what we have to look at, those IOD numbers. Yeah. WQAM, hello.
Hello, Neil?
Yes, sir.
Me llamo Ramon, soy cubano.
WQAM, hello.
I work for Joe Bell.
QAM, hello. I believe that. QAM, hello.
I want to bang you in the butt, baby.
QAM, hello.
I don't know what are the commotion about. George is very good. He do a good job.
But the accent is very bad. The accent would be very bad. Very bad. WQAM, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Whatever happened to the wall of football?
Oh, I forgot about that. Joe Bell promised he was going to build a wall of football. That's right. I think the wall came crumbling down.
Okay.
I think it's in Berlin, yeah.
I'm glad he reminded us of that.
9:02 on the poll. Attaboy, Chris. Excellent job.
Told you.
Schmuck. Huh? The wall of football. Remember that?
I do.
He was going to build a wall of football. I guess the wall must not be on at midnight.
Oh.
At any time at night.
Oh.
Point.
Oh.
Wow. So we got to wait all the way till football season before anybody might listen at night again? Those two moves, and of course the Kenny and Bo morning show. And of course the, what's his name? Jerks. Everything that he has touched, everything that he's been involved in, has turned to instant, pure elephant Schmidt.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right? Yes.
Oh, I was the one that said if they like it.
Not, of course, not even to mention the demolition of the show, which he has been part and parcel of that. He's been a co-conspirator along with Joyce. Whatever we need, we can't have it. Whatever we want to play, we can't play it. Whatever we want to say, we can't say it. Although that first conversation, oh, you mean you can't play fart sounds on the air? I never, even on kid shows, they play fart sounds. And then as soon as I started playing a few, though, and by the way, what's the guarantee that any of those sounds is a fart sound?
None of them are.
None of them are fart sounds.
We know that for a fact.
They're just sounds, that's all. Like this one. That's a zipper sound to me. Mm-hmm. Anybody ever hear anybody fart like that? Of course not.
That's corduroy rubbing together.
That's my pantaloonies, that's right. Uh-huh. My brown corduroy pantaloonies.
You sound like that while you're walking down the street.
Yes. See, like I've told you before, if you're afraid to compete, then you might as well open up a Chinese laundry or something.
Compete?
Right.
I don't think the thoughts occurred to them.
Scared of their own shadow. Terrified. Oh, don't say that! Don't put that on there! Like that no more fart sounds. I mean, it would be a perfect way to end the show today and probably end forever. Play that again. And I remember the day he called. In the middle of the show, he called me to tell me that we aren't allowed to play it anymore. And I asked him the obvious question, why? Isn't there usually got to be a rationale for not playing something?
No, here there are only irrationals.
And he kind of he kind of stammered like, oh, because corporate doesn't want to play, that's why. Because corporate doesn't want it played, that's why. Not because it's in violation of any FCC regulation, not because it's obscene or because it's indecent, but because corporate doesn't want it played. Because it might be funny, it might be amusing, and it might be beneficial to this show. So that's a really good question, why it is that they pay me all this money, because they certainly want us to fail. Remember that Glenn Turner thing I keep talking about, the guy with the hair lip, that scam he had going, Dare to be Great?
Right.
These people have got their own deal going. It's called Dare to be, I would say mediocre, but that would be an understatement. Dare to fail.
It's like a race for last.
Dare to have a point. I think we should just play that every day for 4 hours. Point. Hey, what's the point?
You know, we've often asked what's lower than number one.